swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Ohio State's offense will have the first possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got it prepared. You've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity, so some challenges coming his way for sure.
Plows through the defense. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a... Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's McFadden. Spins away from one. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown.
Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's McFadden.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
There he goes! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now they'll try the right side. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red snooping. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They feed him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Under fire. And the defense, got him at the 27.
I mean, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, they got in the red zone, but made a big play on third down. Now, forcing the decision for this offense, but most importantly, playing great defense in the red zone.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Got his man on the right. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. From the gun, the ground game. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Still in their own territory, they'll go for it on 4th and long from their own 42. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Starts to scramble to the left. Creates a little space. First down and more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Finds his man. It's McFadden. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Motion from the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. With the catch, it's McFadden.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. A huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On target. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quick completion on the out. And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is a perfect job by the offense. That 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession
Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Rides to back and leaves it. Done enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. Runs around. Touchdown, Tiger. And that one will put him up here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Toledo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. They'll line up for a second down play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Offense changing the play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Lets it fly. Finds his man. It's McFadden. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. Got some room into the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Going to swing it on second down. Strong, firm tackle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Get it out on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Pass interference. Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to throw on first down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finds his tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. Moving away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Auburn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Gives it on the option. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The give to the back. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.